Yo, what's going on, man? Hey, yo, my people was telling me, yo, you need to get back on this situation and speak what we can't say. And I was like, speak what you can't say. And what does that entail? I thought I said it all. I thought I spoke the truth that was clear enough for you to recognize and to understand. But once again, here we are, being led astray, being hoodwinked, being bamboozled by the rich. And I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not trying to eat off nobody's carcass. I'm not a vulture. I'm a human being, and I got feelings. And I refuse to allow those to try to play this game, this mental game, to strategize into making you feel lesser than when you're supposed to feel as a king. You are a king. You've gone through things. You are a queen. You've gone through many ups and downs, and you woke up the next day and you said, I'm still here. You are a champion. There's nobody on this planet Earth that can play with your mind. If you allow pretty things around you to make you feel lesser than, then what is the purpose of your life? You have entitlements. You have an entitlement issue. And to feel entitled to things that you see before your eyes, it takes work. You have to work for it. I know there's a lot of us right now, we robbing and stealing and doing things that we're not supposed to do. But hey, I get it. And when I say I get it, damn it, bro, I get it. I can remember like it was yesterday. Here's homeboy, you know what I'm saying, truck jewelry and whatnot, looking dip, all the females on his tip, and that was one ugly son of a bitch. I said it. And I just decided, you know what, man, I had enough of this. And little by little, step by step, I yoked this nigga in his neck. Yoked this nigga. Give me your shit. Give me your shit. Give me your shit, nigga. Give me. Boom. Went in his pockets, took his gold, boom, blah, blah. Now, I felt good. I felt like I conquered a demon. But you don't want to do that. You don't. Nah, for real. Truck jewelry. That's what we used to call it back in the day. Truck jewelry. Yeah, man. So to recognize and to realize, to open up your eyes to the prize. I'm gonna say it again. To recognize and to realize when you open up your eyes to the prize, you're gonna have to see it's deep inside of you. It's deep. It's deeper than deep. Number one, they already say, the powers that be, they're already calling your sons and daughters demonic. They're calling your sons and daughters demonic. The ill reputes of society. Yeah. It's the same story. It's always going to be the same story, Black. It's always going to be the same story. They put pretty things in front of you and tell you Oh, look what you aspired to be. Bro, you weren't brought up with a silver spoon in your hands. I mean, up your twat. I mean, up your booty hole. You know what I'm saying? You go to school, you get into education. That education gets you that job. Hey, that education gets you that career. And that career gets you to travel throughout the world. Now, if the rich are confusing you into believing that life is short, well, life is short, but life is real short. And what we've obtained, you did not obtain, so we're better than you because we're rich. Then what was the point of all the education? These bitch ass niggas out there have no heart, and you got the heart. I believe in you. I trust in you. And I know you could do better than me. I know that you're better, stronger, smarter than me. Don't worry about me. You ain't got time. You're on the playing field right now. You know what I'm saying? Life is a sport, and you already knew that too. So why are you falling victim to society at large? So look within yourself to better understand yourself. Look within yourself to better understand yourself, and then you will be, there's nothing that can stop you when you know who you are and what you're about. And what you're about is whatever you want. You're from one of the greatest cities in this godforsaken world. You know what I'm saying? You're a target, not just because you're black, okay? Number one, let's get off that for 1 second, okay? Let's get off that for 1 second. Because at the end of the day, right, Key, you, me, and the rest of the crew, we was brought up the same way. We was brought up the same way. Your heart, that's what it is. Willpower. Don't allow this so-called toxic masculinity talk confuse you. You know, they wanted a gentler, kinder, but it doesn't work that way. You know, today's politician, right? They're just following the script. And you will recognize that that's what they're doing. They're following a script. All right? The emasculation of men has always been in play. I got suits, but just because I wear a suit, I'm homosexual, I'm a cop, or I just came from court, or what's the other one? Or if I didn't just come from court, or I'm just coming from church. What the blood, fireboy? Saying, so recognize, to realize, open up your eyes. You're a man, and you will always be a man. A man will provide for his woman. A man will do what he needs to do to provide for his family. But if you don't want to allow, if you cannot allow men to be men, so what the hell is going on in this world? What's wrong with this world? Toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity. Bro, I think it's time for us to put on our thinking caps, pull it back like, yeah, you know, and do what we need to do. What? My brothers and my sisters out there, look at your world for what it is. Look at the world for what it is. It's a simple analogy. It's simple. If you understand this analogy, which I'm about to tell you, then you will understand what life is. We're all crabs in a basket. I don't want to be a crab, but we're all crabs in a basket. We're pulling each other down while we're trying to get out of the basket. We're pulling each other down while we're trying to get out the basket. But guess what? There's enough crabs out there in the world, you know what I'm saying, with no sense of hope for the future. That's something about themselves. You can't worry about that. You can't worry about them, because then the way they worry about themselves, it's like, wait a minute, man. Sympathy cards and all this and that and the third. So when you watch my show, when you watch the RJW go knocking them out, putting them back in the spirit, you know, being the man that he's supposed to be, doing what he does the best, and that's live his life. And that's what we all are doing. What we do best, just live our lives. You could say all these things and you know what I'm about to say. You know, you could paint a pretty picture. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could put doo-doo right there, but make doo-doo look nice. You know what I'm saying? And you can fall for the doo-doo. Don't fall for the malarkey. Don't fall for the nonsense. Fall for what pleases you. In other words, you know, don't fall for nothing that doesn't advance or keep money in your pocket. That's number one. Vote for what needs you, that makes you and your family better. You know? Don't listen to this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, they was coming after me and my crew. They was coming after us. Here we are on the Bruckner, right? You know what I'm saying? We like boom, 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 boom. All right, man. You got your cards, niggas? You got your cards? Anybody got a felony? Anybody got a warrant? All right. Good afternoon, officer. Yeah. Boom. And I'm looking, I said, wait a minute. Do I have any freaking warrants? Came back. Thank you. Have a nice day. I almost shitted on myself. And I'm looking at the rear view mirror just in case, right? Please. Police said, ooh, I was like, we look like them. Whoever they are, we look like them. So don't allow yourself to, you know what I mean? And I looked at my boys, and my boys looked at me, and all I said, like I just said, we must look like them, whoever they are. Because, you know, when we go home, you know, food on the table and everything, and we're going to watch Eyewitness News for some reason, or, you know, watch the news for some reason. We watch the news while we eat our dinner. You know what I'm saying? We watch the news while we eat our dinner and whatnot, instead of that, because we're not trying to follow that family thing. So what? I'm looking like, yo, who the hell is this? Because I said I almost shitted on myself. So boom, so you know, we eating, but that's not a tradition. You know what I'm saying? That's my crib. You know what I mean? Boom, wifey table on the table. Good looking out, girl. Yeah, you You won't get the naughty tonight, girl. You put your foot in this one, baby. Yeah, yeah, girl. You won't get the naughty tonight, girl. You put your foot in this right here, girl. Oh yeah. So I'm looking at the news and I'm thinking, okay, but why me? You know, but I don't linger on that. I don't linger on that for too long, you know, because wifey still got body. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, wifey still got body. What I had to go through to get this fly trap of a woman. What I had to go through to get this fly trap of a woman, D. For real. Because let's keep it real, right? You know how females are. Oh, they got skeletons in their closet. You know what I mean? Talking about skeletons in their closet. Shit. They got whole cemeteries in their closet. So, but, no, let me stop. No, but, you know, you like that female, she likes you. Well, you like this female from afar, she doesn't know who you are when you was in school or, you know, in trade school or in college or whatnot, you know, and we men, we like to say, well, she was passed around a lot. Why we do that, man? They're human beings. How about us? Weren't we passed around too? Well, not really. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the light-skinned brother with the green hazel eyes and the body like this, and with the so-called good curly hair, who played football and basketball and baseball and got good grades. I wasn't that cat. I'm not gonna put myself out there and say I was that cat, but I wasn't. You know what I mean? Word. Because come on, man. So anyway, so you know, quote unquote, she was passed around, quote unquote. Shit. Bitches love sex more than men. What do you think? Who loves sex more? Females or men? Men. God damn it. Who has more of a freak in them? Men or women? You know, who's more? Women. Who thinks about sex more? Women. Women. For God's sakes, man. For real. I bought this book. This book right here, it's not for babies. This book right here will set you free. This book right here will set you free.